There was a time in my life when I felt like I was drowning in my struggles. Like, no matter how hard I tried, I was stuck. Maybe you've been there too, or maybe you're there right now. And I get it. And the way I want you to start viewing your struggles is that your struggle is not your enemy. It's actually your greatest opportunity. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to turn your struggles into strengths in just 30 days. First, let me tell you a quick story. So, not that long ago, I really thought my struggles defined me, that the things that I had been through, the failures, the setbacks, and the pain, were proof that I wasn't good enough. But one day, I realized something that changed everything for me. The most successful people in the world, they weren't the ones who had it easy. They were the ones who faced the hardest challenges and used them as fuel. The difference between struggle and strength isn't about what happens to you. It's about how you see it or how you choose to view it. You see, most people look at struggles and say, "Why is this happening to me?" Or, "I'll never get past this." Or, "This is proof I'm not good enough." But what if you flip the script on this? What if instead you asked yourself, "How is this making me stronger?" Or, "What lesson is hidden in this pain?" Or, "What if this struggle is exactly what I need to grow?" I'm not going to sit here and tell you that if you decide to take on the challenge of turning your struggles into strengths in the next 30 days, that it's going to be easy. But there will be many times when your mind will push you to stop and go back to what is easy and comfortable. But if you can stick it out, it will help you change the trajectory of your life. I'm going to break down these 30 days into challenges. So, challenge one would be obviously the first 1 through 7 days. We'll be focusing on reframing your struggle. Challenge two will drop 8 to 15 days that will focus on small daily victories. And challenge three will give you the tools to embrace the hard days, which will be followed by my final challenge to you. So, if you're ready to turn your struggles into strengths in the next 30 days, embrace this challenge. Stick around until the end and choose to pursue growth and better version of yourself. Okay, so challenge one and your first 7 days. I want you to do something simple but powerful. Reframe your struggle by writing down every single struggle you're currently facing right now. It could be self-doubt, financial stress, relationship issues, or past failures. Be honest and get real with yourself. Next to each struggle, write down how it could make you feel stronger. For example, if you're struggling with rejection, reframe it by saying, "It's teaching me resilience." If you are battling self-doubt, reframe it by saying, "This is my chance to build real confidence." If you are dealing with financial hardship, reframe it by saying, "I'm learning resourcefulness and discipline." This isn't just some positive thinking trick, it's backed by science. Your brain has something called neuroplasticity, which is the ability to rewire itself based on how you think. When you start seeing struggles as opportunities, your brain starts looking for solutions instead of excuses. When I first began practicing this exercise while I was at my lowest point in my life, I came to a powerful realization, which is that my struggles weren't breaking me, they were actually building me up. So here's an example for you to ponder. You don't get stronger by thinking about lifting weights. You get stronger by pushing against the resistance. Struggles work the same way. Mindset alone won't change your life. You must take action on these thoughts. And the problem, most people wait until they're feel ready, but the reality is that you might not ever feel ready. Confidence doesn't just come from waiting, it comes from doing and taking action. All right, challenge two and days 8 through 15. I want you to take one small action every day toward turning your struggles into strengths. You might be asking, why small wins? Well, they build momentum. One step leads to the next. Rewire your brain and help prove to yourself that you can change. They shift your identity. You stop seeing yourself as a victim and start seeing yourself as someone who takes control. So, how do you apply this to your struggle? Think about the struggles you wrote down for challenge one. Now ask yourself, what's one action I can take today, no matter how small, to fight back against your struggles? Here are some examples. If you struggle with self-doubt, try to look in the mirror and say one positive thing about yourself, which is hard to do. If you have a fear of rejection, start one conversation with someone. Even just a simple hello could start to break down that fear. If you have financial stress, try to save just $5 today and focus on building that habit. And if you are trying to overcome addiction, focus on winning today and today only, then tomorrow, then the next day, and so on. So, what is the key to change? In my opinion, is to stop negotiating with yourself. Your brain will try to talk you out of a lot of things. It will say things like, "I don't feel like it," or "You'll do it tomorrow," or "You won't make a difference." Ignore that voice that constantly tries to ring inside your head and take action anyways. Because the people who change their lives aren't the ones who feel ready. They're the ones who take action despite not feeling ready. So, what's one small action you'll take today to fight back against your struggle? Drop that down in the comments below, and remember that action is the secret ingredient to transformation. Hopefully by now you have begun to start seeing your struggles a little bit different. You've taken action, you've built momentum, but the harsh reality is that most people quit before they see real results. Why? Because transformation isn't instant. You'll have days where you feel stuck and days where you doubt yourself completely. That's exactly when most people give up, but not you, because this is where the real breakthrough happens. The last 2 weeks, days 16 through 30, will really test you. You'll have days when you don't feel like doing the work. You'll have moments where you question if change is even possible. Your old habits, your fears, and your doubts will try to pull you back. And this is where most people say, maybe this just isn't for me. But this is where you must push through. Here's my recommendation for you during these last 2 weeks. Whenever you feel like quitting, write down one reason why you started. Keep it somewhere where you'll see it every single day. Some examples of reasons that can hold you accountable are: I want to build confidence for my future, or I refuse to let my past define me, or I promised myself I'd stop making excuses, or I want to prove to myself that I can do this. Every time you feel like quitting, read it. Say it out loud, because the reason your reason is stronger than your excuse. One of the things I've discovered in myself about strength is that people who win in life aren't the ones who never struggle. They're the ones who refuse to let their struggles win and define who they are. Every time you push through when it's hard, you prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you thought. Struggle isn't a stop sign, it's a test. Most people fail because they quit too soon. Don't be most people. I want you to drop your reason for pushing forward in the comments down below. What's one thing that will keep you going when things get tough? For me, my wife and daughter, and my promise to them that I will never let my previous bouts of depression take over my life again. Remember, this is the part where most people give up, but not you, because you are built for more than the struggles that have plagued you in life so far. In 30 days, I want you to look back at where you started. The struggles that once felt heavy, you started to reframe. The fear that kept you stuck, you've taken action despite it. The moments where you wanted to quit, you pushed through, and now you're not the same person you were 30 days ago. The struggle that once held you back has become the very thing that made you unstoppable. Now, if you stuck with me, I have one final challenge for you, as I mentioned earlier on. Don't just watch this video. I want you to apply it. Most people consume motivation but never take action, but not you. You've come this far, so make a commitment to the next 30 days. Write it down, take daily action, push through the hard days, because if you do, you look back and barely recognize the person you used to be. Now it's your turn. What struggles are you turning into strengths? Drop it in the comments below, because I want to hear about your journey and progress. And if you're serious about transforming your life, consider watching this video where I break down what a 30-day personal development plan looks like that will help you facilitate your personal transformation, because this isn't the end of your journey, it's just the beginning. I look forward to growing right next to you in these next 30 days and in 2025. We'll see you in the next video.